Hi, in this video we're going to show you our online payments feature. This feature has two components to it. One is a make a payment button that lives on your website. The other is what we call payment requests, which is like an electronic or digital invoice that you actually send out via text message or email to your customer with a specific dollar amount already set up that they can pay before they come in for service or an appointment, or before you provide whatever it is you're selling. Let's just take a look at the Make a Payment button. So in your account here, you would go to the left navigation and you go to the cart link code page, which is where you go to get any buttons or links for your shopping cart. As you can see, there's several options here. There's a separate video on this, but your regular buy gift certificates, your special deals, both specials and gift certificates, and then here is the Make a Payment feature, which is a new feature at this time. So you click here. You can get either a button for your website that you can embed in your site, or a custom link that you can use in an email. But I'm going to get a button here that's going to live on my site, and I'm going to just pick a button here and copy that code. There's a separate video that shows you how to embed this into your website editor, so I'm not going to go through that here. But let's hop over into a sample website here. So the sample spa site already has the buy gift certificate button, but we've also added the make a payment button on the pricing page. We've also added it over here on the contact page. So the difference between the two is, obviously, if you're buying a gift for someone, you would buy a gift certificate. That gift certificate goes to that person. The make a payment is essentially prepaying for services in this case. So if I clicked on that, it's going to take you over to the make a payment shopping cart. So as you can see, it's just like the other gift certificate shopping cart, but it's make a payment to this business. I can either type in a custom dollar amount, add the cart, you'll see the total. There's no sales tax or anything. We'll cover that in a minute. Let me clear the cart, go back. Or I can pick from the package of services. Now this pulls from the package of services that you've already loaded into your Gift Card Cafe account. So if I pick this autumn peel, I also have the ability to add a gratuity, add the cart, and you'll see the autumn peel was $100. There's a $20 gratuity, and now there's sales tax. So unlike gift certificates, which you don't charge sales tax on the amount, because this is a prepayment, or maybe even a payment after the fact, after you've had services, depending on your state and what services you're selling, you may need to charge sales tax. So we give you that ability, and obviously taxes are not applied to a gratuity. So that is how the Make a Payment button works. So let's jump back over to the Payment Request feature. So the difference between the Make a Payment button and the Payment Request is the payment request is, like I said, an electronic or digital invoice. It doesn't require you to put any code on your website. So you would actually generate a specific dollar amount or service request for the customer to pay and send it via text message or email. They would get that text message or email, click on the link that's in it. It would take them to the shopping cart with everything pre-filled that they have to pay, and then it would generate a receipt. So doesn't require anything to be added to the site. You do these things on demand as needed to specific customers. So I'm going to go and show you that right now. In the left navigation, you can click on Payment Request, or on your account home page here, click on Payment Request. This takes you to your Payment Request dashboard. We'll go through all this, but this is in general all your open requests. So these are ones that you've sent out to customers and they're waiting to be paid. All these columns are sortable by clicking on them. And then once they're paid, they automatically switch to paid requests, which you can go in and search just like your view orders. You can search by number or by date range, by last name. And again, all these columns, pay date, issue date, all that sortable when you click on them. So let's just create one real quick, and we'll walk through it. So I'm going to create either a dollar amount or a service package or service. I'll do both and show you the difference between the two. So this is already pre-filled from the address book. I can go into the address book and pick someone else. This is where you would just load clients in Really easy to add, first name, last name, email, and or mobile number, depending on whether you want to send things via email or text message. And this way they're always there if you send to repeat clients. So I'm just going to go back and click this guy again, Gary Little. It's already pre-filled. I'm going to put in $120. I'm going to have the option, because this is a request, I can decide whether to add sales tax or not. Whereas on the make a payment button, if it's a dollar amount, by default, it does not add tax. So the difference between, like I said, gift certificates, depending on what you're selling and your state and all that, you may need to add sales tax for whatever you're asking people to pay for. So that's up to you. You can do that for dollar amounts on packages or services. You'll see that it's required to add sales tax. If you've enabled it, you can disable the sales tax here if you need to. So please pay before you come in on Tuesday. Thanks. So they're going to see this message in the email and on the shopping cart. So let's just hit preview. And you kind of see this generates a preview. Gary Little, you receive the payment request from Demo Business, your logo, payment request number that'll get auto-generated once you save, the amount due, total due. So there's no sales tax or anything added on here. If you do have the gratuity feature enabled, they will have the ability to add gratuity once they go to pay. And then your payment note, please pay before you come in. Oh, that's spelled wrong, but anyway. So I'm going to go back and edit this. And I'm going to change to a package or service. So it'll give you all the ones that you, the option to select from the ones that are already loaded in your account. I'm going to select this auto peel. Pre-fills the dollar amount. I'm going to put please pay Thanks. Again, because he was the last person that I selected, he's pre-saved in here. I can go back to the address book and pick somebody else. I'm going to hit preview. And now you're going to see the difference with this request. It's for this auto peel service, the amount, and because I have sales tax enabled, it automatically adds sales tax. And then once he pays, you'll see he has the option to add a gratuity, and then here's your payment note. But I'm going to save this one. And you're going to see a couple of options here. It says the new request is created. The number, I have the option, because I added a mobile number and an email, I can decide, do I want to send it via text, email? Plus, you always have the option to copy the URL and put it in your own email and send out your own request. So if you don't like the template that we use, or you want to customize it some way, you can do that. Just create your own email as you would and add this link to it for them to pay. I'm going to send this via text message. And then as long as it's a valid text message, you'll see that there was a success. It was sent to this number. And let's hop over to see what Gary would see. So the text message would come in, and it would say, demo business, your business name, sent payment request number this, click here to pay online. So once he clicks there, he's going to get taken to the make a payment shopping cart, and it's going to be pre-filled with the request number, what they're paying for, the amount, and like I said, if you have the gratuity feature enabled, it's going to allow them to add a gratuity there, just like for gift certificates. So I'm going to click this, and you see the payment note, please pay before your appointment on Tuesday. This will show up on the payment receipt as well. And I'll show you that in a second. So if I add to cart, you'll see the sales tax was added, didn't tax the gratuity, all that, and then you would go through and check out and pay. So let's jump over. So after you pay, both you and Gary, the customer and the merchant, would get an email receipt. Just like a gift certificate, it'll have a payment number. So this will show up in your view orders, like any other order through your system, comp gifts, phone orders, gift certificates. It's scannable. So you can check to make sure it was valid, that it was paid, and you can mark it closed in your account. It has all the details. It was the client who paid and the payment note that you included. And we also include, if you have scheduling enabled in your account, we include a link to your scheduling button, and also kind of promote your gift certificates as well. So just like other email notices that are sent out, email receipts by our system. So let's jump back over to your account here. And again, I'm on the paid requests, and you'll see that if you paid, Gary Little paid, it's in the paid request report. And we total up based on your search results. We always show the current month, so when you come into paid requests, it always defaults to the current month, and then you can always change that to a specific date range if you need to, or sort by client last name. So if I type in Little and do a search, I get all Gary Little stuff here. But let's just go into one that was paid, and you'll see the difference here with the paid ones. It'll say that the request was paid on this date, and then it'll click you over to the view orders, and that takes you to where you would normally go to find all your orders. Once something's been paid, gift certificate, phone order, whatever, it always shows up in view orders. And I'll go over there real quick right now. This one I actually already closed out. Let me delete that. Go back. So let's pretend this was open. And what that means is that I haven't marked this as being used. So this person prepaid, but maybe they didn't come in yet. And this looks like just a regular order. You can print the confirmation, email again, and give it to them for some reason. You can resend it. You can send them via text if you need to. But so with payment requests or make a payment feature, it's not redeemed or not redeemed. It's open or closed, because it's not a gift certificate. You're not storing the values here. This is, they're paying for a service that's going to be used in full. So you would either it would either be open or closed, and you can close it. Hit a specific date when it was closed. It closed, and this way you can track everything. So you know that they came in, they used this, and it's just a good way to manage everything. So that is the payment request and the make a payment button feature. One last piece is, so this feature is an add-on. It doesn't, the per order percentage fees don't apply. Instead, we use cafe credits. So you can buy cafe credits in your account in lots of 25 up to 1,000 credits. One credit is good for any online payment. So again, no per order percentage fees from us. Obviously, your merchant fees apply. Anytime you charge a credit card, you're going to pay a merchant fee. But so instead, you would buy one credit. Credits can be as low as 80 cents. Even some partner discounts make it lower than that. If you buy more, you can get it down to 30 cents a credit. So pretty inexpensive. 80 cents at the minimum for an online payment to be able to send out these text messages or emails for clients to prepay online with a credit card. Pretty convenient way to do it, and it's an easy way to manage your online payments all in one system with your gift certificates and everything. So if you have any questions, give us a call or shoot us an email.